Welcome back, YouTube, to week 2 of the PEBA. This week, our Northside Noiverns are taking on the Michigan Mienshao, coached by the one guy. Make sure to go check out all his applicable links in the description below. As you see by the thumbnail, we are currently 0-1 while he is 1-0, so you can already tell this is probably going to be a tough matchup. But a timestamp will appear now if you want to skip the team builder, and now I'm going to go over his team. So, the Michigan Mienshao arguably has one of the best drafts in the league, in my opinion. His draft consists of Mega Scizor, Zemon, Landorus Therian, Mew, Superior, Gudra, Darmanitan, Primarina, Drapion, Regirock, Electivire, and Dusclops. He fills his Fire, Water, Grass core absolutely beautifully, as well as having one of the most diverse Tier 1 mons in the game in Mew. Preparing for this was extremely hard, but I did put a team together consisting of Krookodile, Mega Venusaur, Doublade, Mantine, Thundurus, and Suicune together to hopefully bring down his team. So the first Pokemon on the team this week, as I had just mentioned, is Krookodile. Krookodile has the leftovers with the Intimidate ability with the moves Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Knock Off, and Taunt. 252 attack, 148 speed with the Jolly Nature, and 108 defense. I chose Intimidate over Moxie basically because it makes Krookodile a little bulkier. This week it's more of a bulkier set. I don't really like Moxie because I'm not trying to sweep Krookodile. If I find a golden opportunity in a week, I will, but most times it's going to be Intimidate. This speed outspeeds a non-Jolly and Scarfed Land, or no, that's not Scarfed Landorus, my bad, and Mega Scizor, so that's good. Rocks kind of hurt his team, that's why I threw on Stealth Rock. He's got a really good Volt Switch U-turn core, so I decided if I put Rocks on the team, it will take advantage of that. And I'm not sure, Scizor can have Defog, but I don't think anything else can really take out the hazards. And Scizor, there's a good chance it doesn't have Defog, so if I set up Rocks, it'll be there to stay, hopefully. The rest of the moves are typical stat, any chance. I believe Mew this week will be bulky, but if he does bring a setup, Taunt to stop it. Knockoff does well over half. It does a lot of damage, so that's good for that. And that's kind of it. It also covers Drapion, Regirock, and it kind of covers Electivire. I gotta be careful of either Scarfed or Max Speed Electivire with Cross Chop or Ice Punch, because, you know, Electivire is pretty awesome, and it hits pretty hard. So I have to be careful for that. So next we got the backbone of the team, which is Mega Venusaur. Venusaur, of course, with Thick Fat, because what else can I have? Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Synthesis, and HP Fire. 48 HP, 144 defense, 100 special attacks, put a little offense in there, and 16 speed with a Calm Nature. So this Venusaur overall is very well rounded this week. It's got mixed bulk, so it can take hits on both sides. This speed outspeeds a non-invested Gudra, which, you know, it's probably not going to happen, but there is a small slight opportunity if Gudra is like a bulky Gudra for whatever reason. It will be outspeeded. HP Fires for Mega Scizor because I cannot hit it in any other way. Mega Scizor is, in my eyes, the biggest threat on the entire team this week, as it just does so much damage. It hits so hard, and Bullet Punch is one of the greatest priority moves. So Mega Venusaur is here. Hopefully HP Fire will do a lot. It doesn't KO it, but it does a lot. Well, besides that, it's still a typical moveset for Mega Venusaur. It covers Primarina pretty well. I don't really want to switch into like a Psychic, but besides that, it does really well. Beats Regirock, and again, it's ready for Mega Scizor just in case, because I have HP Fire. But it is the standard wall of the week, and I hope it does well. And our next Pokemon is Doublade. Doublade this week has a typical Eviolite with Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Gyro Ball, and Toxic. 248 HP, 180 Adamant, and 80 special defense. Now again, this is for the Mew. Mew it's a threat and it's not a threat. It's always a threat, but once you figure out what Mew it is, there's certain ways you can deal with it, and Doublade does a really good dealing with Mew, minus like Fire Blast or whatever. I threw on Toxic for the Mew because I'm thinking it's probably going to be a stalling Mew. Shadow Claw and Shadow Sneak will do a lot, but it could just keep recovering with Roost or Soft Boiled or whatever. So I could see myself Doublade and Mew getting into like a Stally War. I also have Doublade for Priority. Priority is absolutely huge. As I kind of noticed last week, I took out the Salamence basically from OHKOing my entire team with the Priority. And Doublade is, I think, the only Pokemon on my team. I still haven't checked that if it's got Priority. So that's kind of important. But besides that, it is kind of just the wall, just like Mega Venusaur this week. That's kind of it. The next Pokemon we got for this week is Mantine. Mantine's holding the Rocky Helmet with Water Absorb, 248 HP, max defense, Bold Nature with 8 in special attack. Moves being Scald, Roost, Defog, and HP Fire. The Rocky Helmet is to catch any physical attackers off guard to do a little damage. I didn't think the Wakanberry was necessary this week, as Electivire is really the only thing that can hit me, and I'm not really trying to keep Mantine in on Electivire. I sound like a broken record, but I have HP Fire for Mega Scizor. I'm going to decide to use Scald on Mega Scizor first, because again, HP Fire doesn't knock it out because Scizor is bulky. But I'm going to go for Scald. Scald in general is good just to get burns on physical attackers, and he does have a few of those, including Darmanitan. But I would lower Miss Scissor down to 50 and then surprise with an HP Fire. So that's kind of the plan if nothing else works. And it is a good switch in, as Scissor cannot hit Mantine very hard unless it sets up Swords Dance, would be a living nightmare. But that's really it for Mantine. I don't have too much about that this week. Next is Thunderous, holding the Charty Berry with Prankster, of course. Max special attack, 168 speed with an 88 defense. Moves, Nasty Plot, Agility, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ice. Now, the speed, it makes sure it can outspeed Landorus in any form unless it's Scarfed, and Non-Jolly, and a Modest Mew, basically, or anything not non-Jolly or Timid. Prankster, Agility, if you use Agility and Prankster when someone switches, you're guaranteed basically a hit because you're faster than the opponent switching in. I only have Thunderbolt and HP Ice, but that's okay because Thunderous is here for the Landorus of all things this week. HP Ice is 81.3, and it takes to an offensive Landorus, which I am expecting because it has the Flying MZ, which will literally destroy Venusaur in half. So that's kind of what I'm expecting this week. If I get a chance to late game sweep, I can have Nasty Plot, since Bullet Punch and any other priority doesn't do too much of Thunderous, even though it is kind of frail. That's why I put the extra EVs into defense. But that's it for this week. It's going for the Landorus, Thunderous, so sounds weird, electric on ground type. They're both flying types, so makes sense. So the final Pokemon this week we have on the team is Suicune. Yes, we're running double bulky waters. We have Leftovers, max HP almost, 160 defense with a bold nature and 100 special attack. He moves Scald, Calm Mind, Substitute, and Reflect. Reflect is because he's got a very physically oriented team. Scald, again, very good move. It can burn almost anything besides fire types, which he does have a fire type, which is Darmanitan. And Suicune is my main switching to Darmanitan because Darmanitan is a literal truck. And it can take basically any Flare Blitz. Superpower doesn't do that much. It threatens the Mega Scizor, again, mentioned that a billion times. Calm Mind can threaten Mew and Dusclops if I want to outstall them, since I have Substitute. But I'm not trying to get into that, but that's a possibility. Beats Regirock, and it also does well against Landorus. So that's Suicune. It's another wall. Again, I'm having a lot of walls on this team this week because I'm playing very defensive. That's okay. But that is the team. Again, apologies if I missed anything in this team builder, as I am recording this a well time after this battle has been completed. But that was a rough idea of my thought process while preparing for this battle. And now we're going to head over to Pokemon Showdown to watch my Week 2 battle. After the battle, I will break it down. Enjoy. so we do end up taking the loss to a -2 differential this game. I don't believe I played bad, but it could have been better. We do go to 0-2 now, which is kind of unfortunate, but we still have 10 games left, so no need to worry. But anyway, I was a little shocked he brought both Electivire and Drapion, considering they are both pretty similar in their own right, but the rest of the team was looking like the big threat that it was. Turn 1, I get the matchup I dreamed about, as I get to Mega Evolve Venusaur right away and chip away at any Pokemon knowing Superior is going to switch out, and do so on Landorus. Turn 2, I switch into Thundurus to take a hit knowing it can take a Stone Edge, and Lando gets a lucky critical hit. It doesn't matter too much, but you know my luck. Skipping all the way to turn 9 is arguably the most important turn of the game, as I decide to click Sludge Bomb over Hidden Power Fire. Rethinking it, I'm not sure why I clicked Sludge Bomb knowing HP Fire would do heavy damage to both Superior and Scizor, and also knowing Scizor has been a switch in for Venusaur, so now the momentum goes to him. Luckily, turn 11, he does overpredict and goes for the Ice Punch on my Suicune while I set up a Reflect. This will give me perfect information on whether Electivire is Scarfed, as I could tell earlier in the battle it was not Choice Banded. Turn 12, I do find out Electivire is Choice Scarfed as he switches into Superior. By turn 15, I decide to sack off Suicune. Even though I let Superior get up to +4, Venusaur can still sponge basically any hit it throws my way. The next turn he reveals Hidden Power Flying or Psychic, which was something that went straight over my head since HP Fire is the standard HP to run, so props to him for putting that Hidden Power on. Luckily, a good play for me is that I went for the Synthesis to gain all that health back. Turn 17, knowing he isn't going to switch, I went for the Sludge Bomb and it pays off as it does insane damage, while Superior was able to paralyze my Venusaur. Turn 19, I reveal Hidden Power Fire and knock out Superior with only 3% remaining. He did get a little greedy with the Leaf Storm, considering he could have taken me out with Hidden Power, but Superior did its job for him, while Venusaur did its job for me. Turn 20, Scizor reveals Knockoff, which means it either doesn't have Setup or it doesn't have Roost, and at this point I assumed it didn't have Setup. However, this makes Doublade, a made Pokemon to go up against Scizor, vulnerable now. I fire up his Scald, hoping to get the burn, but it didn't happen. Turn 23, Drapion is in and goes for a Thunderfang on my Mantine, which caught me by surprise. Again, this was very good prep on his part, and it took out a huge chunk of my health while I'm only hitting it for 34%. Turn 28, Scizor takes out Thundurus while I was only able to get one Thunderbolt off, which is kind of unfortunate. Turn 30, Electivire overpredicts again and goes for Ice Punch on my switch in onto Doublade. Turn 32, I take out Landorus with Doublade while Landorus did a chunk of damage with Earthquake. A little side note real quick, got Revolt to 32% even with Intimidate, and that damage blew my mind away. I don't know why, it just did. But turn 36, Scizor takes out Doublade after I crit him with a Shadow Sneak, but it didn't really matter at that point. Turn 38, Electivire doesn't overpredict and takes out Mantine. Now turn 39, Crocodile takes out Drapion with Earthquake, but switching from Electivire into Drapion back into Electivire was smart on his part, as it allows Scarfed Electivire to get off an Ice Punch, but I knock it out the next turn. But it didn't matter in the end, as in turn 41, Scizor is able to knock out Crocodile with U-turn, and that is the game. I definitely improved this game compared to the last game, but again, the one guy did a fantastic job drafting, and his team is absolutely amazing, so props to him, and GG as well. I would like to thank everyone for watching. Again, make sure to go check out all of his applicable links in the description below. Next week we take on Seafolk Suicune, coached by Oscar, so look out for that. I will see you there. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.